where do we even begin? Where do we even begin? What a Masters. What a Masters. I hope all of the tournaments and all the majors are this good. Highly doubtful, but yeah, Masters weekend, always a great weekend. This one, especially spicy. And to top that off, we now roll straight into TGC Tours qualifying week. This time of year is finally upon us. Things have been situated in terms of the bugs and everything that needed to be cleared up for us to be able to play. So we're going to be taking it through round by round this week. I think I'll probably end up cutting the rounds out if I can and doing some separate uploads just to make it easy. Yeah, we'll see how we shoot. We'll see how we shoot. Also, big update, as you may notice, just in time for TGC qualifying, because there will be 4 rounds of tournament play to be had, we have new outfits. So got my wife onto the PlayStation, and she's got some outfits lined up for us. The yellow outfit is retired, at least for the time being. Guy will be rocking some different fits. But yeah, we've got some last minute kind of tune-ups to do, because I still have not fully spec'd out my golf bag. Definitely putting myself at a bit of a disadvantage, I think, if I don't fill out the last little bits here. So probably gonna need to decide on something, at least with my wedges. I think we're just kind of at the point where, at least for now, we're going to have to upgrade non-limited edition clubs just so we have the extra stats, and then once we get limited edition clubs, we can swap some things out, because we've got 23 Evo tools, so that's not much of an issue. It's mostly the upgrade tokens. Maybe I'll leave the driver, or maybe I'll leave the wood and the hybrid alone, because we don't really have flexibility on the upgrade tokens. We'll have to probably commit to those and slow play them. But the wedges we're going to use a lot. So we've got contact. Swing path, we do not have nearly as many of those. We'll end up spending 2 of the contact and 3 of these guys. I mean, if we have to dip into the store at some point and buy some of them, I think they're going for 75, right? Yeah, so it's not the end of the world if we need to snag the swing path, but Roy choked, and then Roy clutched up, and then Roy choked. Oh, Roy choked, then he clutched up, then he clutched up, then he clutched up, then he choked, then he clutched up, they choked. They clutched up, they choked, they clutched. Like, it was, yeah, there was a lot of back and forth on that Zay for sure. But he clutched up ultimately at the end, so gotta give him credit. What's going on, Pete? How are you doing? Yeah, I don't think the Evo tool is the big thing. I mean, buying these level up tokens, maybe I should. Doing bad? I'm sorry to hear that. It's never fun. So 1,200 for those. What's going on, Lena? How are you doing? Yeah, so I don't think I care about like the Evo tool, but 1,200 is probably not a big deal. You're a big fan? I am a human. No, I'm also just dumb. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, Bryson, yeah, surprised me in that last round, especially because Rory comes out and doubles, and then Bryson all of a sudden takes the lead. But yeah, you put some balls in the water, you make some bad swings, and it's tough. Hey, what's going on, Morgan? Thank you for the sub. You're a bigger fan? Well, we don't need to... No need to compete. No need to compete. Doing great. Glad to hear that, Lena. Yeah, so this, we've got like a day and change here. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy this. I'm just gonna buy this. 1,200. Is not a big deal. That's gonna put us at 22 of those, and then we'll be spending quite a few of them. This is PGA Tour 2K25, Morgan. The moment was too much for Bryson to handle. Not saying it makes him any less of a professional, but still. Well, I don't know, because you have to think back, say, like, Rory and him went at it at the US Open, right? I mean, I don't know if it's just because of the allure of the Masters and, like, the esteem that that particular tournament is, you know, is held at. It's a game called, I'll put it in chat. It is PGA Tour 2K25. All right, so I think we're gonna upgrade this one. I think we're gonna give the Evo on these wedges because we don't have a limited edition wedge. This one's already set up. So we're gonna give this an upgrade, and then we're gonna put on our boosts. Because I've been playing without them. See, it's funny because you don't even need to do that. So we only have to spend 4, we don't have to spend 5. And then we just want all forgiveness stuff here, so we're gonna go, what, 3 swing path? And 2 contact. And that's going to give us 85 contact, 85 swing path on our wedges, which is the same setup we have on our irons. Have you found me? I appreciate that, Ryder. Alright, so the question is, I think we bought those, so we may as well, right? Again, we don't have limited edition here. I'm just gonna leave it on the TS3. So let's give this a boost. Upgrade this guy. We have plenty of Evo tools. And then we can go 4 level up tokens here. And then now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. On the 3-wood, do we want power? So we're at 257 yards. So I think we want at least 1 power, right? Because the driver... So we've got 297, 257, 236, 216. I mean, you can do quite a good amount of partials. You can do quite a good amount of partials on some of these. Let me go to maybe the range real quick, and we'll see what some of that partialing looks like, just in terms of how much we can actually take off. Yeah, what up, Garrett? Welcome back. 7 birdies in a tourney at your home club yesterday. Only shot 1 under, which is 71. Terrible eye on the bunker on the 16th. 7 birdies, man. Jealous. Jealous. It was nice though. I got to go out to the range today, so that was pretty sweet. Was pretty happy about that. It was like mid 60s. I'm hitting the ball a lot better. There's still a long ways to go, but I am finally I've made progression in my my driver recently. Like I figured out how to go from 200 to 220 carry to like 245 pretty consistently. I know there's gotta be another gear, right? Another level that we're gonna be able to take it to. We can finish the daily ones tomorrow. Okay. But I gotta get better with the... I release, I think, just a little bit too early. Just trying to get that proper transition. Especially on irons, I struggle. It's been easier on the driver coming up into it. The irons, I need to be able to strike that ball. I just gotta get my ball striking down. But it's all practice. But I'm feeling a lot better. Ryder, I do not do the follow for follow, sub for sub thing. It is generally not good etiquette. So I appreciate you subbing, but that's just not how I go about my business. TGC grind starts today, Fly Guy? Indeed it does. Indeed it does. So we're just trying to get things a bit prepped here, because I have been neglecting upgrading the last couple bits of my clubs because I've been holding out to get some of the limited edition clubs, but I don't have them for wedges. I don't have them for my wood and my hybrid. So now I'm finally going into my wood and hybrid, trying to get them leveled up. Johnny, welcome back. Pseudo, what's going on? Richard, good evening. No, Sapphire is the current highest evolution for the club. Is limited edition play a factor? So Zay, limited edition is, I would say, important for the go forward because it probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It matters probably more early on. When you upgrade a club from tier to tier, right, from core to emerald to sapphire, all of your fittings go away unless it's a limited edition club, and then they stay. So that's the big thing with it. All right, I'm gonna get this one. Fibidibin infinite How's it going? I think I nailed it. I think I absolutely nailed that one. What are we saying? Alright, I'm gonna go by your handle instead, Lums. I'm only doing that once. I'm only doing that once. Oh, Ryder, so we're streaming on Twitch, and I have 2 YouTube streams, a vertical stream and a horizontal stream, and that is the name of someone who just said hello in the horizontal stream. So, you know, I did my best to try and pronounce it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, those numbers don't line up exactly. So we've got 296, 256, 235, and 215. Now, that's what it says at the bottom. Those numbers line up with what the club says. If I'm gonna pull this all the way back, you can take it back to 154 yards, which is like real short. I want to go further. Yeah, it's just a couple percent off. That's like real easy. It's like really, really easy to take that down. So I feel like the hybrid, we can maybe give it like a touch of power. but I think with like the wood, we're gonna give it maybe a few clicks more. Season 2, how you have to change your club fittings around. Since Sapphire, everything works out pretty well. Yeah, I'll probably have to do some respecs just to like optimize the power on my longer clubs. I think everything else I'll just get free points, but with my driver and 3 wood, I'll probably lose power on my irons in order to line it up a little bit better. Just hit 5 subs, GG's. Yeah, it's a long game. The best thing is just put out good content and people will come. You only have 1 sub, Morgan? You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. You know, if it's any consolation, we've gone up a couple hundred in the past month and a half to 2 months. So like, sometimes it's a snowball. It is absolutely a snowball. So it's slow early, but it does pick up as time goes on. Okay, I think we're gonna go with the balance, contact, and swing path. So we're gonna go power, and then we'll go 2 swing path and 1 contact. We've got 81 on this with a little bit more distance. What's going on, Stevie? Lurking while you play Heroes 3 Might and Magic? I remember that being like, or one of the Heroes of Might and Magic games being free on like Games with Gold years ago. I think I installed it, like back at that time I was just downloading and installing all of them, but I haven't played it. Can we be friends? I mean, so far I don't see why not. Okay, so we're gonna take these hybrids up to Emerald. I gotta spend, yeah, this is where I gotta spend most of them. Okay. That was indeed expensive. Indeed expensive. All right, we're gonna put power. Do we do power here too? Yeah, I'll go a little bit less contact and swing path here. It'll still be okay. It'll still be okay. All right, we'll rock and roll with that. Now our bag pretty well fully upgraded. Knock out a few more of these rewards. We got some socks, we got some XP. Okay. That is fine. That's all club XP. Doesn't really matter because we're gonna max those out. All right, let's do it. Let's go play some warm-up stuff. So I think we're gonna play Legend Career, and then we'll play the Daily Master. Trying to think the sequence on this. Daily Master, then we'll probably play like a Society, and then we'll play our first round of TGC. Oh, I need to set this back. So little sneak preview. I did have a chance to play our Legend True Sim career mode on Saturday, so I do have an episode recorded. I gotta chop it up. Gotta chop it up and everything for us to have on an upcoming video, but no, it is recorded, so that is one big step out of the way. All right, here we go. Career mode. Let's see what the career mode has in store, see how our swing is feeling, try and get dialed in. All right. That's right. We are one round into the Travelers Championship. Hopefully we can pick up where we left off. Let's do it. Let's do it. I figured with the TGC stuff going on this week that I should wear... I almost thought about putting on like a golf hat and stuff. I felt very Jordan Spieth putting on this Under Armour polo. But I feel like I gotta wear golf polos all week. Alright, par 70, 6,800 yards. I have not Mr. Incredible. I don't believe in practice. We're not gonna do it. I warm up playing the game. We'll just get dialed in on our actual gameplay, and then we'll play round one. Alright, I was a little bit left. A little bit left, and then way left. 106. I'm gonna punch this through a little bit. Ball is gonna come out to the left. Down the hill. The wind's gonna hold this. Okay, we found our swing path. Contact is still finishing left. That's a nice little plug. Why does it want me to... What? Why does it want me to approach? That's so weird. It's a plat course? I haven't practiced a plat course in like 3 years. If not longer than that. I just show up and play. I believe more in understanding the fundamentals of my game than practicing the course. Yeah, I've seen it. I just not practicing. Wow. Okay, I underswung it, but that came out way short. Okay. I'm underswinging the splash and the chip shots. Okay, this is why you just take the time to actually read stuff. Okay. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. This is what happens though when you don't don't do any practice and go right into a round. This is why I normally play one of the skill games, but we're mid-tournament and I didn't go to the range, so we're playing with fire just a little bit. 88%, so that's gonna be just a little check swing. There we go, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Nine subs that fast. All right, what's the secret? There we go. All right, see, all you gotta do is get some holes under your belt. Get some holes under your belt, and then you get rocking and rolling. Then you get rocking and rolling. Start hitting your points, and suddenly you're playing a completely different game. 56-degree wedge, but like this wind is playing in. Uphill lie. Yeah, we're really punching this through. I pulled it. Pole's gonna be short. See, I almost feel like they're going up a club and hitting a partial. I feel like every time I try and play that, where you like de-loft it a bit, I start having some issues. Ooh, that was close. Am I not banned yet, Mark? What is... Why am I gonna be banned? Need to swing a little bit more left on the backswing. .231. I see. I don't think it's gonna roll out up the hill. I don't think we're gonna get the 16 yards, but I almost feel like if you take the hybrid back almost to that same point, it's gonna play a little less wind. Get the fade back the other way. A little more left on the backswing. 91%. Ah, see, then I hit the face open. I mean, the partial, I think, was the play, because that just rolls out a little bit more. Should leave us with a decent chance at birdie up the hill. There we go. Oh, nicely. .230. Ooh. 15 yards. See, this is... It bounces so hard to the right there if you land this thing short. So I feel like you just kind of take this one in a way where you just try and land it pin high left. Hey, that's money. I mean, it's gonna be a longer putt, but I just don't see how you go after that. Breaking hard left to right at the start. Well, what? I mean, you're taking it back a decent ways. Hitting it, it's turning, kind of riding, slow turn, slow turn, slow turn. Maybe there. That's too high. Barely. Just gave it a little too much. Alright, I am a little bit disappointed in myself that double bogey at the start because we hadn't warmed up at all. Alright, I'm gonna have to hit a fade here just to take it around the tree, so I'm gonna want to go a little bit more left. Such an amazing day of golf, Richard. Oh, I mean, the whole weekend, dude. The whole weekend. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm biased. I love the Masters. It's just so good. It's just so good. 93%? It's gonna be left. It's not bad though. Settle. Oh. That's pretty good touch. Got it rolling on the fairway through the fringe. But yeah, Sunday was crazy. Sunday was crazy. What should have been a 2-horse race, you know, ends up still kind of being a 2-horse race, but like shouldn't have been. Like, yeah, it's the type of thing you think Rory's gonna start running away with it. I think though, like I truly believe he's gonna go on and win more majors now. I think after that, you finally get that, I mean, to use the same terminology I think that most people have been using, you get the monkey off your back. Now you don't have that hanging over you. Yeah, sure, it always just turns to the what could have been you know, as it will kind of forever be with Tiger. But I don't know. I think it's going to be very freeing, and also just the confidence that comes with having still managed to pull it off, right? Like, oh, that still snaps that hard. That's so tough. That's so tough. Yeah, so now you get that added confidence of like, I did it, you know, despite all of the adversity, you know, self-inflicted or not, despite all the adversity, managed to pull it off. You know, I think that does a lot for him down the stretch. You know, he almost wins the US Open last year. He wins the Masters this year after almost blowing it. Like, you put that mind in the right place and you get rid of some of those putting misses, and all of a sudden, oh wow, that did not take the early break. All of a sudden there, like, you've got a very dangerous man. Attend any event in sports, the Masters is in your top 3. Yeah, I think the Masters would be awesome to go to. The Masters isn't, I mean, golf tournaments, I guess, not just the Masters. I think golf tournaments in general are an odd one for me because I like to watch so much of the golf, so to like pick a hole or try to follow a group, you know, I'm gonna feel like I'm missing out on so much, so I don't know what that best experience quite looks like. But I think Augusta would definitely be awesome. Second shot on the playoff hole. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like, you know, Justin Rose didn't hit a bad shot by any means, but that downhill putt that he had, definitely not an easy one. But then for Rory to go inside it. You know, who knows if, I think the holes, some of the holes where Rory struggled were the ones where he tried to back off it a little bit. You know, he took that double on 13. Yeah, after being aggressive all week. And then on 18, like, he's just trying to make par. And like, I get it, you don't want to bogey and take yourself out of it, but I do think there's something to be said about, you know, maintaining that little push. Maintaining his mindset the whole way through. Yeah, because he played for par and then bogeyed, whereas, like, if he played for birdie with a chance of par, like, I don't know. It went bunker to bunker, and then didn't have the sand out. Like, it was just a tough sequence, I guess. A little bit open. It's actually probably going to help us out. Leave us more center green and shorter. Welcome back, Ryder. Wow. Wow. I mean, I think putting is going to be what ultimately holds us back the most from higher tours. If I had to guess now, we're going to qualify into Elite. And we'll eventually play our way out of elite to plat. If I had to guess. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know the course. Like, I know the course because I've seen the course, but like I don't know it. I have seen some pretty crazy ghost breaks. So I don't know how that's gonna play. Like, some of the holes, the ball basically just deflects off of the hole. So I don't know if that's just gonna be a matter of getting lucky or what exactly is gonna play into that, but we'll see. Just gotta take the hits as they come. Don't be surprised when things don't go our way. Because I think with that attitude, we'll be a-okay. Fairly flat, maybe slightly below the feet. 91%. I just absolutely striped it. Played a little bit right because I know it feeds a little to the left. I don't know how much left, but just didn't want to be left, I guess, is the main point. Wow. That still breaks that much. Dang. I got fooled. I got so incredibly fooled. But we're starting to find our rhythm. This is the thing. It takes a few holes. But once we kind of lock into our swing feel, our ability to replicate has been pretty solid. That's short. So what? That's there. All's gonna be... Did I fly it too far? Nope. No, I did not. That tree, though, could have been quite problematic. Because we were taking flight out of it by going up a club and then partially on top of it. So it was, like, substantially lower. Oh, we're doing the Tiger / Rory walk. I thought that was really gonna go flying, so I took it off. Ah, man. Okay, this is a tough one now. Too far to spin it. Unless I, like, intentionally underhit a spinner, which seems like a sketchy play. Guess I shouldn't have aimed that far to the right. Should have gone a little bit more at it. No shot. No shot. Alright, well. I hate those putts. Like, do you just get super aggressive with them? What's the play? Like, are you supposed to take an ultra aggressive line and just slam the stick? because I really don't know what you're supposed to do. That's a great strike. It's going to be a really good line, too. Oh, it just died on the hill. It lost everything. It lost absolutely everything on that little contact. What's going on, Darren? Felt so really emotional joy in Rory's reaction and crowd response. Oh, it was great viewing. And like, the thing is, like, I don't know. It was kind of crazy to me. Like, I get that there are these people on the internet that just love to hate everybody for anything. You know, ripping on Rory and stuff for, like, how he reacted and how his interactions were with his family. Like, you don't know his life. You haven't lived in his shoes. And, like, that reaction on the green, like, that is at least, I mean, that is 11 years of, like, it's 11 years of pain of the trying to finish it. It's 14 years of pain of having to relive 2011. It's also, on top of that, just like the dream of all golfers. Like, there's just so much to that is all coming out at once. I understand that he's a professional, but, like, you try being asked about your failure. Yeah, your single greatest failure over and over and over again for years. And just, like, see how you would react and respond in all of these situations. Oh, yeah. You can't aim it that much. Ay caramba, these putts break so much. What's going on, Bender? No, you can't hit it off of a fan. They at least react in this game a little bit more. They've got bigger reactions, but you can't hit it off of them. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the type of thing that they'll ever add. Because I'm sure on the one hand it brings in a whole thing with, like, the rating of the game. I don't think it'd be enough to make it go from E to teen, but yeah. Don't want to take those risks, but also I'm sure there would be some, yeah, people getting annoyed about unlucky bounces and all of that. I am surprised that the wind does that much. I am very surprised that the wind does that much. Alright, I mean, these have been breaking. I'm gonna put it outside. There we go. See? Good recovery. Good recovery. Try. I try my hardest to not get anywhere close to the rough or the sand, especially the Patrons. That's too far. If I'm over there, something's going horribly wrong. Alright, Travelers Championship dub accomplished. I mean, we did get outshot by a few, but we shot well enough in the first round, and we, inspired by Rory, we took a double on the first hole of the final round. Yeah. I think that's the strongest way to start off. Really incentivizes you to play better. 79 points. Absolutely destroyed. Take that, Max. You want to talk about a gritty round? Was it the Friday round or the Saturday round where, like, Max Homa just didn't have it, but, like, Dude just fought. I know he's been having a rough time, you know, more recently, but that was some grit. He definitely flashed some pretty solid moments through the tournament. I know that it hasn't been completely going for him, but yeah, he really did some solid stuff through the course of that tournament this past weekend. But man, what hitting the caddy in the back, like, just what was that guy doing? What was that guy doing? I know he's like holding the flag, you know, for the, I guess for the people hitting, or is that for like the patrons? Like, I don't know exactly what he's holding, who he's holding the flag for, but you gotta be paying attention. Guys hitting in behind you can't be getting hit in the back like that. Like, that's not a good look. And I'm sure Augusta was none too thrilled about it. Sure, they're none too thrilled about it. Like, that's not the media coverage that they want. All right, so if anybody is interested, we're gonna play the Daily Master on the Ranked Tours. Anybody is more than welcome to join in. Nice, look at that. Look at that, we're just finished 35th and 17th. We get no merits for it. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. What are we even doing here? What is even the point? Alright, we're not gonna play the weekly, we're just gonna play the daily. Apparently, they want me to play like crap or something. Apparently they want me to play like crap in order to get the payouts. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna play in the Daily Master, so if anybody would like in on that, you are more than welcome. I'm gonna drop the room codes in the chat. Greatly appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out thus far. We've got a lot of golf to cover today. Very excited to get the TGC Tours season started, see how the general community interest is and how things go. You know, it is part of our lifeblood around here. But we're gonna let some ads roll. Get the pre-rolls cleared out over on Twitch for the next hour or so. So again, thank you all for watching. If you have not already liked the YouTube videos, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to find your way back here, drop a follow on Twitch, drop a sub on YouTube. That'll help you out there. Helps me out too. So yeah, hop on in. Room codes are in the chats. We'll be back in 3 minutes. BRB. Ranked Tours, BJ. It's raining. Ads. All right, we are back. BJ, this is the Daily Master Ranked Tour. So not a society, although I think I'm gonna run the probably Rub of the Green after this. I think I'll do Rub of the Green and then we'll do round 1 of TGC qualifying. All right, last call. Anybody else in for the daily? Anybody else in for the Daily Master? Also, Matthew, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Thank you, thank you. Spartan Dog, what's going on, dude? Thank you very much for the raid. How we doing? How we doing? How was the stream? Were we TGC qualifying? What were we up to? All right. We don't have any more takers for the Daily Master. Let's get go. Oh, wait, unready. Lucas is here in time. He did it. He did it. Lucas made it on time. He took the note. We started like 9. Oh, by the skin of his teeth. By the skin of his teeth. Rounds 1 and 2. How did that go, Sparty? Hey, how's it going, Russell? Played the qualifying event yet? I have not. We're going to be playing that in about an hour, I would say. Probably about an hour we'll get going with that. I'm trying to feel out the oh, it's still waiting for Lucas to load in. Okay, gotcha. Still trying to feel out how I want to pace things. I didn't want to commit to doing multiple rounds in a day, so we're going to do 1 round a day. I'm trying to still keep, at least for the moment, until we... Rick, thank you for the sub. I'm trying to keep the... until we add Truesim in, because Truesim is definitely going to throw things off. But for the time being, I'm trying to keep the cadence of how we've been running the stream. So we've been doing like a career mode round to kind of get one like an intro chatting, what you call it, like career mode round to start, and then we've been playing like the daily master, and I'm trying to wait until like so it doesn't get cut by an ad break TGC, so we'll probably play a society to go in between here. I'm gonna try and drive this one, I think. Gonna need to hit some overpower though. Hold it and only got 102, so I needed to power drive. Okay, note taken. Don't get nearly as much as I think I do. Don't get nearly as much as I think I do. I don't even know how you stop that. Because the spinner's gonna hit this lip, absolutely. This is like... I basically put this in a spot of death, right? Because if you try and flop this, there's no way it gets down the hill. Alright, well this is gonna be really bad. This is more of just like a, what happens? Yeah, it's gone. Better than expected, 8 under and 14 under? Get in there. 14 under is not bad at all. That's your normal birdie. That's your normal birdie. That thing was cooking. That thing was cooking. Just managed to hit it center cup though. That's the only thing that matters. Doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it goes in. Okay, I need to go a little bit. I did not create a great angle for myself. I took that bunker and rough out of play, but I kind of have to play this as this 6-iron here to the right. And just kind of hope, yeah, it's a hard bounce. Is that a rock in the green side bunker, or are you just happy to see me? I guess that is like a rock. I don't know what kind of texture that is, like if it'll actually send you flying or something, but yeah, that is not ideal. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Didn't quite get it. You're stealing that and putting it in the designer chat? What is that is that a rock in your green side bunker? Or are you just happy to see me? That's pretty good. Ooh, quad perfect power drive. Look at this guy hit the golf ball. Look at this guy hit the golf ball. 300 almost 50 yards. Now I'm leaving myself a 4-iron in. It's only a little bit below the feet. I would think that this wind is still going to bring us more to the right. Yeah, look at that thing drift back. Oh, I could have easily aimed that more to the left, but it's a little bit scary. Now we put ourselves pin high. It's gonna turn in the beginning, but I think it holds pretty well after that. Get in there. Get in there. Oof. How we doing, Matt? I'm curious, how many people have played all of their qualifiers already? Who's played none? Who's played some? Where are you going, Lucas? No, you're going a different fairway. Okay. Now, wife picked the outfits again, Lucas. She did all 5, so we've got casual and we've got 4 rounds. Yeah, she's obviously disappointed that she's not allowed to shop yet, because there's some stuff she'd like to change or to have available. I told her that time will come. I told her that time will come. We're just at the early parts where I don't know how much money I need to hold on to, so I don't want to give up too much. Man, I freaking watched that line and I thought I aimed more. And it still broke the same way. First work week round today, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Course was super firm and fast, and it's so hilly, nothing stayed anywhere. Best 50 you ever shot. So what? The work league is 9 holes. I haven't, Lucas, but I have seen plenty of clips from the qualifier of exactly that happening. So yeah, looking forward to that. can't wait. Well, look at that thing draw over there. That stops so quick. I guess it's just, I don't know if it's, I mean, 139 green speed still has some pace to it. But I guess that uphill just kills it enough, comboed with a little bit of headwind. Yeah, what's going on, Tyler? How are you doing? So that's what Raid Ink means. So that's what Raid Ink means. All right. What's going on, Zane and company? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Hope everybody is doing well. For those of you who have not become acquainted, have the unfortunate acquaintance of me, I'm Colby. We're playing the daily Ranked Tour Master right now. We're gonna be doing round 1 of our TGC qualifier in a little bit here. But hope you're all doing well. Zane, hope the qualifier treated you well. Hopefully those crazy ghost breaks didn't do anything too crazy to you. I've seen a few clips on like the 2nd and 15th hole or something. Kinda unfortunate that that's already in the qualifier, but I guess it was bound to happen. Let me see what we got here. Jeff, Link the Unsung Hero, thank you very much for the follows. Dr. Akek, what's going on? Epic Styles, Jeff. There's ones and twos in the name, and it's throwing me off, Marcus. Burner, how's it going? C-Mount, welcome back. RJ, welcome back. Epic Styles, Leonidas, thank you for the follows. Huge. Appreciate you guys. Platinum Tour golfer coming in. Much better than expected. I know Zane says that he, I've seen the comments. I've seen the comments about, maybe grinding the tours a little bit more, but I know there's a part of Zane that wants no part to do with Plat. Like, wants to have something to do with Plat, but also doesn't. Friar Rex, what's going on? How are you doing? Marcus, thank you for the follow. Very much so appreciate everybody coming on over. Rather eat your own arm, but if you're there, you're there. What's the final score, Zane? People have been predicting 50 under, which at the beginning I didn't believe, but it's sounding like it's more possible. You think it falls 45? 43? I mean, 43 is definitely solid. 43 is definitely solid. I don't know anything about the course. I would think that if I play really well, I'll get into the 50s. If I play all right, I'm thinking that I'll probably shoot mid to high 40s. But I'm half expecting to make elite. I qualified elite in 2K23, although I do think, we qualified in 2K23 there, but then we managed to make it to Plat and never look back, so who knows? A little backspin with that wind? A little bit. AC Hertz, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so who knows? I really struggled to come to terms with putting and stuff in the beginning of the last game. But I still suck at putting, so who knows? Like, that's what I'm gonna live and die by. My approach game is good. My putting game is hit or miss. But very much so aided by just how close can I get the ball to the hole, because if I can be on top of my approach game Because, like, on top of my approach game is very, very good. It's just a matter of can we be there. Because we had a round last week where we shot 9.7 foot proximity. And, like, obviously, life is much easier when you can do that. But even then, like, I still had missed putts and only shot 19 under, so it's better, but it's definitely not perfect. You've got to be kidding me. Rats Jim, thank you for the follow. If that's not a microcosm of my golf game, hit it close, miss putt. I think this is a dumb play, right? But it's the Daily Masters, so you go for it. Because we're hitting our swings pretty well. It's just a matter of can we read the line. Rude. Not the worst, I just would rather be putting. You shot 35 under, your game's too hot and cold, ignore this front nine you're having. So this is the hot. This is the hot map. I mean, I understand that. Why can't I... Why was my swing so... Oh, because I had a crooked line. I was trying to hit a straight line, and it was a right to left line. Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. You finished 52 under, Tyler? Very nice. Gotta go pick your sister up. Sounds good, Zane. Thank you very, very much again for bringing your people over. Greatly appreciate you, dude. Played Road to the Mat. I did a little bit, Adrian. What's going on, by the way? Welcome back. I have played a little bit of Road to the Masters in the past. I couldn't get into it. Having the randomness baked into every shot is not that enjoyable of an experience for me personally. Not all that enjoyable. Oh, I pushed it. Well, that's not going to be great. Okay, kind of lucky miss, to be honest. Kind of a lucky miss, to be honest. Feel like at 22 yards and like up the hill with the check here. Kick left. I just kicked too far to the left, but that's good distance control. I mean, this is the thing. We're 6 under through 10. Like, my rounds where I feel like I'm off, yeah, typically just means that we're shooting closer to low double digits. When we're on, that's when we can go into the low doubles. 5 iron, 6 iron. I mean, I feel like it's kind of in between the two. Obviously, there's the part of me that wants to really... Can we try something dumb? I pushed it. This could be really dumb. I really just wanted to try and play this bank, but it's going to roll straight through instead of turning right to left. Come on, get back on the green. Ah, you suck. I don't know, I just wanted to try something. Because I feel like... I don't know, I feel like the way that this hole plays, it's not the easiest to run one up there close. Need to learn these chips a little bit better, though. I do feel like I've been running them a few yards further than I want to. What's going on, Sea-Dog? Welcome back. Don't think any game's worth it at $70? No, I don't think so either. B. Hickson. First message ever coming in with the 300 bits. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. There are definitely some good parts to the EA game, but like I couldn't get into it for the long term. It's definitely not as much my cup of tea. So you'll probably find some enjoyment. I just find the EA or the 2K games to be way more enjoyable personally. We gotta play so much club on this. So it's playing like 119. That's a 15-mile-an-hour headwind, which like it's got to play at least 20. So it's playing at least 139. Pitching wedge could be a little bit long. It's out of the light rough, so I think we just have to go. I think you just have to go, and it's gonna fade. Oh, I pushed it again. No, we're over. I'm going too far left. It's good distance. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. What do we got here? Uphill. Downhill line. I need to make sure that we get there. That's the thing. Not playing my greatest in this round, that's for sure. Just a little bit off the mark. Thoughts on the Masters win for Rory? I'm happy for him, man. Like that's I get that he's not everybody's cup of tea, and like there are a ton of different opinions out there, but like, you know, we witnessed history. Oh, that was bad. I'm not hitting my points. Holy cow. That's some sideways crap. This is why you play the shape. I'll lay that up. That's why you play 90 shaping. Recovery doesn't mean anything there. $12 on it. Yeah, it was, I think it was just added to like the higher tiers of the PlayStation Pass, and I think it's on Game Pass and stuff, and they pretty much don't support the game anymore, so that's why it's priced the way that it is. Alright, trying to squeeze this 8-iron out. It's up the hill quite a bit, but I still have to play it out to the right. There we go. That's more center points. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Maybe a chance to one-putt this. There we go. There we go. Get off the par train. What's going on, Philip? You paid for the Legend Edition with your spendable income? Totally worth it? I bought the Legend Edition for this as well. I felt that the Legend Edition for this actually, like, if you were going to be spending money on this game, actually, like, made sense. Whereas in the last game, like, the Legend Edition did not give you anything of value. Alright, we're gonna go join map. Overdue to win. I mean, he's been playing great. You know, he was playing amazing last year, playing great to start this season. Like, it really was only a matter of time. But I think for him to have won does so much for him going forward. Just in terms of being able to win more majors, because I think he will. I think he's absolutely going to win more majors after winning that one. This is the daily master, Philip. This is the default master difficulty. Oh, you just hold out, Lucas. GG's. Oh, nice. The Phillies The Phillies decided after they played the Dodgers that they want to suck. Just used all their juice early in the season. Got it. You'd say EA is a better game for a casual fun round. 2K is a more hardcore simulation where you may end up throwing a controller, Marcus. I can understand that to an extent, but my counterpoint would be that 2K has so many, has so much customization to its difficulty that it can still be a very enjoyable casual experience. But I mean, I get what you're trying to say. I didn't need to delot. I could have just gone with the stock. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, look at that putt break back. Like a mountain. That was dumb. When you play career and by yourself, you're like Prime Tiger, but when you play ranked matchmaking, you turn to Scotty Scheffler on the back nine. Well, what difficulty do you play career mode, Adrian? Because ranked is default pro. So I would want to make sure that you're playing the same settings first. And that's not going to work. Choked 6. I'm glad I played that out to the right. Look how much draw is on that thing. Come on, roll back down. You're gonna stop there? Oh, you suck. You suck. Oh, who hold out? Okay, yeah, BJ then. Play pro, I'm starting to get better. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because the thing is, in this game, like, as long as you play with the angled swing on and everything, the swing is the same from difficulty to difficulty. It just gets less forgiving when you miss. So.
I have a fun mid-stream break. Oh, which way do these hinges go on so that way the door opens? This is wrong. I don't switch for 20 minutes taking these hinges on and off. I can't do it anymore. I'm losing my mind.
I mean, it seems like it has to be this, right? Or is it supposed to go like this? Can't go like that, that wraps it.
Again, this is wrong.
My wife is trying to put together a side table. It's hard because I don't know the context, so if this is the door, and the door wants to open. How the heck is this supposed to go? Is this the right?
This is wrong, because you need to mount it here. It needs to make a 90-degree angle with the thingies. And then it needs to open to a straight line. I don't. And then does it? And then it opens, right?
Yeah, because then this would be to the inside, and then the door would open. I think. I mean, that's what this notch is here for, right? Is for something to go in it.
Yeah.
There you go. Try that.
I'm not. 20 minutes. I've taken these off 3 times. I could not, for the life of me, figure it out. Alright, so this way.
Oh, that breaks like that?
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to
Cavernous with Catherine.
But I don't give you the whole cabinet.
A new segment.
Just a problem-solving issue.
Love you too. Bye. No, Map, you didn't get kicked. I just was taking too long on the hole. Spinning in powerhouse make EA a little more fun. That's true. Yeah. If you're like super casual and want it to be like an arcadey game, then yeah, EA has that component. If you're like you enjoy golf, but you're not good at it, then I can understand. Yeah, still this game. Alright, partial, the 3 hybrid, bring it right of the hole. I was hoping to hit the upslope to take some out of it. Carried a little bit long. Oh, but we curl back towards the hole. Very nice. This is only a par 4? Yo, what? Only a par 4. That felt like a par 5. I thought I was hitting an eagle putt the way that I played that. But how's it going, Joke? Hope you're doing well. Play career on pro, it's just that you get super nervous all of a sudden and can't hit your shot straight. I mean, I get that. I get that too. Like, 100% something to be said about being able to maintain composure. I double crossed my power drive, but we're gonna get away with it. That's why you do it when you've got open spaces. What up, Hendo? Is the greenskeeper bonus with the small green grids? I have enjoyed having it. I don't have it at max, but I have it at level 2. Or I have 2 upgrades into it, rather, so if you want to call that level 2 or level 3, I don't know. But I do think it's worth it, personally. Just makes them a little bit closer. I don't think you have to have them, like, crazy close. Oh, the wind really held that up right away. I thought that lie was gonna take it way further right. Yeah, I mean, hit the number exactly how I wanted to. Hit the number exactly how I wanted to. There we go. Eagle to finish. Eagle to finish. Ty's your best round ever? GG, man. When you said about hot and cold, well, there's your hot. There's your hot. Love to see that. I mean, it jumped immediately, so are we able to see the group scores or no? Is it gonna kick? Well, there you go. Map at 15 under. GG's. GG's. We didn't do too shabby. There were a few holes in there. Definitely was the medium putts that screwed us. A couple of eagles to help the cause. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, we weren't striking it well through the mid portion. I mean, obviously we're playing early, so there'll be people that score lower as we go. Alright, so I birdied the first with a miracle putt. Map and I eagled the third. Alright, so that stretch of 10 through 12 was tough for everybody. I mean, if you look at that, that's pretty balanced scoring. Map just had a really nice front 9. Everybody else had a pretty similar back 9. Lucas the only one to birdie 10, but you know, pretty big scoring there across the board on 13 and 14 and 15. Went 50-50 on the par 3. 3 out of 4 on the 17th, and then 3 eagles on the 18th between the group. Yeah, you just want a nice tear there in the front 9 map. Well played. Double XP ends today. Oh, it didn't end yesterday? Or are you saying that it ended already today? Because I didn't think it was still going. Missed a short putt on 1 and got very angry. Yeah, just took it out. Took it out entirely on the rest of the round. Well done, though. Well done. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna play Plat here shortly. I think what we're gonna try and do is get through... I think we'll play a round of Rub of the Green. Because we're at like an awkward little time there, because we got the raid and played a little bit slow. So let's do this. I'm gonna try and breeze through Rub of the Green, and then we will play our qualifier round. I think that's gonna be our flow. Because this will be a good test. Philip, thank you for the sub. Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna play something on a tougher track with cranked up conditions on the settings that we're gonna be playing. Try and see how we fare. Get ourselves in the right mindset for TGC. I have not, Marcus. We're gonna be playing round 1 after this round. It's gonna be short. I guess this has the lie on though. We're definitely not gonna see these sorts of wins on TGC, but it's probably still a good thing to see them. I hit it firm. Okay. I guess I read it actually too much. Suda, you can't say anything with me. I suck at putting. I'm a sculptor, Philip. I like the little bit of extra power, and I hit my points consistently enough that I've taken the little bit of a hit on my contact and swing path. Okay, so this is playing. 198. It's probably carrying about 200 or so. I'm gonna play a 6-iron, something like here. So I think this is gonna get back to center green and then roll down. I know it's like huge draw. It's maybe a little bit too center green because there's so much right to left on that. That's the problem. There's so much right to left on that just ends up turning us. So you're not really like rolling towards the hole. One day I'll make a 50-foot putt. I haven't done it yet, but one day we will. At least in my opinion, I think that the putting stats don't do that much. I don't think they do as much as people think. Unless you're like missing them by like huge margins. I just personally don't feel like they're actually that helpful. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's such a good recovery. That's the best recovery. Yeah, I have all of my points into contact, or not contact, into weight and rhythm. Hey, what's going on, ears? Waiting rhythms where I've gone. TGC ready, Fly Guy? Yeah, can't wait to... I mean, we finally hole one out. After being rejected for so long. Probably gonna be the case again, right? TGC is gonna come around and it's gonna just start rejecting me. 91%? Little partial 3-wood to try and cut the wind. I think I cut the wind too good. Able to bring me back. Not terrible. Not terrible. 151. Ah, just didn't break as much. Makes it worse on the actual round, but you still do it? Yeah, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it's good to have course knowledge and stuff, but I try and set myself up in a way that, you know, I can succeed regardless of the course knowledge. At least that's my ultimate goal. I'm gonna just choked approach this. It might go long, but I can't be short. Can't afford to be short. Based off real life, your putting's pretty good. Coach said you would most likely putt 60% of your games, so you spend more of your time putting. Yeah, I mean, you definitely need putting, but I don't think that the stats actually do as much as just being good at reading and hitting your inputs. Ender hit it. So that's more what I'm getting at. Putting stats can't save you from bad reads. And I think the game is just very forgiving. Like you have to really, if you're missing like just a couple percent, if you're missing 7+% like on your contact and weight, first off, the stat's not really going to help you that much. Second off, that's like the only time that it's going to really take you enough offline. So it's kind of that balance that you have to live between. This is into like the higher 20s. I'm gonna hit a choke tee shot. It's probably a little long, but I just want to see. Slight underswing. I think because my brain knew it was long. Oh, see, if I hit it 100%, it would have bounced back and gone in the hole. Huh. All right. Note taken. Shouldn't have underhit it. Of course that one breaks. Of course that one breaks. Yeah, I mean, I think this is our life in a nutshell, right? Always has been. Legend Power Drive ends up in the rough anyway. But I mean, we're down here a good ways. Huge fade, all below the feet. Wind gonna hold us up left. I pushed it, but the wind is bringing us back left. Oh man, look at that. Like, I feel like you have to just swing this so firm, because I feel like otherwise I'm just taking a huge amount of break, and I don't want to. Oh yeah, always helps to have multiple opinions. Like, And you have to understand too that like I view the game from a very different perspective than many. Right? Like I look at the game often in a perspective of someone who doesn't miss inputs near as much. And so like I approach certain stats a lot differently. You know, a lot of people say about recovery, I think you only need to have a little bit of recovery. And I would rather have, you know, a lot in terms of shaping. But I look at it from the lens of, well, if I can be good enough to find most fairways and greens, the recovery stat is by and large like a wasted stat. I would rather spec elsewhere. What up, Mad Golfer? Is this round one? No, this is Rub of the Green. We will be playing round one after this. Break low at the end, isn't it? Of course it is. Great pace. What's PGA stand for? Professional Golfers Association. I did not, Simon. I would have done pretty well. My four picks, like when people were asking me about the Masters, were Scotty, Rory, Ludwig, and who was my fourth? Blanking on who the fourth was, but all the players did pretty well. I mean, I know Ludwig had an unfortunate triple at the end there of round 4. But I did not do any official bracket or anything. It's like 20. I'm going up a club. Now I'm making sure we go a bit long. This is gonna be ugly. Okay, it did not get as much to the right, but yep, there's the spin. Rory, oh, Bryson was my other one. Yeah, Bryson was my other one. So like, had I done a bracket, would have done pretty well. But I did not. See, I keep thinking that these chips are gonna check more, and they do not. They do not. Come on. Hates all kind of brackets. Yeah, I'm more of like a parentheses guy. Or like curly braces. That's more my speed. Playing 182? I mean, that's so much wind. That's so much wind. 202. I'm gonna play this. It's probably short, but I'm a bit scared to... I don't know. Maybe we partial the 4-iron? Yeah, I guess we partial the 4-iron. Hot dang. What a shot. Oh yeah, chips don't get much wind. I just think that the chips into the upslope are gonna do more, and they have been disappointing me. But yeah, the wind here is like 20 something miles an hour. I think it's playing like 23, 24. It's pretty brutal. Like, watch this thing draw. It's probably still gonna miss left. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I need it to fall in from like here. Nope, still gonna be low. Just missed the power. It needed a click more or a little bit more to the right. So tough, man. So tough. But like, these aren't easy conditions. So don't, I don't think we're gonna be shooting 3 under through 11 holes on the qualifier. If we do, then so be it. I don't feel like I'm playing particularly poorly. It's just the conditions out on this course are absolutely insane. Okay, I didn't need the extra little bit on that. Maybe I did because it rolled back. Underswung it. Gosh darn it, Colby. Can't do that. Can't do that. Stop underswinging. Stop underswinging. Okay. So, how we are going to go about this, I am going to drive this green. And then we are going to take a quick little break. We will come back. We will finish the last couple of holes here on this round, and then we will dive into the qualifier. So, I greatly appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not already liked and followed and subscribed and all that good stuff, I would greatly appreciate it. But we'll be back in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we are back. Mad Golfer, if you're still lurking about, I do have an answer for you on the yardage. Ooh, everybody's favorite. Driver par 3. So if you go into your settings, go to display and HUD. What you want to do is go all the way down here and where is it? Distance info position. You want to turn that into in HUD. That way, if you don't have a marker, or if you don't have a marker on, you just have marker only, then it goes down into the HUD. Tis most ideal. Then you have it for like True Sim and stuff. You just always have your yardages available. Okay, so is this where you hit a stinger? Because there's a crap ton of wind. Little faded stinger, hold it up and run the slot. We hit the spots. You see that thing turn and then come back, land early on the green, get some release. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That was really cool watching it from behind on the ball flight. And a birdie. Yeah, that ball flight was sick. Do Lucas proud. Lucas loves a punch shot. Or a stinger, rather. Lucas loves a stinger. Biggest setback is chipping. Got any tips? I mean, big thing for chipping, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same as putting in terms of like, you gotta find that grip for the straight pullback and through, because if you don't have that, you know, you're always gonna start well offline and just have a really hard time holding them. But make sure you play enough for the rollout. If you don't have room for the chip, if you're able to flop, like super flop, like that's gonna get you there pretty close. If you have a lot of room to run, yeah, then chip is gonna be your prime opportunity. But you gotta work on getting that straighter swing. See, it's ball above the feet, but this wind must take it over so fast. Yeah, look at that thing just start to sling back to the right. Huge bounce, little release up the hill. It's just tough because like that one, you want to land it so much closer, but because it's got so much of a tailwind, even as a wedge, like you gotta factor in the bounce and rollout. 200 yards. See, this is tough. Because this is 5-iron down, and then like if you land it short, it just rolls even more. What do you do? What do you do? Guess you just play loft. I mean, look at this thing turn. Need to play it more left? Yeah. As it bounces out in that direction that it's going. That's the thing with when the wind is this high, you have to play it more left or more right than you think, because it actually creates that much of an angle on the landing. Still low. All of that. Well, I underhit it. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Can't be underhitting these. How's it going, Quicklin? Sorry I missed you a few minutes ago. First 3 legs of your tennis parlay have ended with wins of 2 sets to 0. You have 2 more legs to pay out over 5K. That's spicy. That's spicy. I mean, best of luck. Obviously, a lot has to go right, but that's a huge payout. Oh boy. Look at that wind. Look at that wind and uphill. Turn back over. Look at that thing start to fade. Backspin. In the hole. No, it just stops. Oh, man. I mean, not gonna lie, these are some pretty good shots. These are some pretty good shots, if I do say so myself. Like, even though we're not making some of these putts, to put some of these proximities together under these wind conditions, I would say is a big win. I knew that I flared that one open, but I think in the back of my mind I was scared that I was actually going to get too much angle going left and end up left rough. To a 9 and 154, that doesn't sound too bad, but again, I'm not a bettor, so someone more experienced than me will have to weigh in on that. Alright, choke the 4-iron down. I'm trying to basically just bounce it here, get it rolling. I didn't take enough out of it. Needed to take the 5. Alright, so we're talking about chips here, Philip. Chips, you don't have to play the wind. You just have to play the lie and the rollout. Now, I know that on a faster green, the chip is going to roll out, more than halfway. So I'm going to try and land this maybe like here. It's going to come out, big kick to the right, and then I'm expecting it to just kind of roll left to right down there. Came up a little bit short, but you can see there how like the push affects that initial line. You got to try and get that as square as possible because it really plays a role. But the goal is to get it down close so you can putt, and obviously I'd like to be a little bit on the other side to have had a chance to pull it on the way past, but try our best. Alright, solid finish. That's a really tough round. I forgot just how brutal Rub of the Green is. But if we're going to shoot 8 under with those sorts of wins, then I'm feeling pretty good. Then I'm feeling pretty good. Well, Philip, I'll say this. If you want to really practice and like learn how your clubs play, on my YouTube channel, I have like a how to elevate your practice video that might help. Gives you some places to try and practice and, be able to really test your clubs out and really know what's going on. You gotta understand like how your bag plays. The time has finally come. We are playing the 2K25 qualifying event for TGC Tours. It's been a number of months since we wrapped up 2K23. Everybody's getting prepped and ready. We've got 4 days, 4 rounds that we are going to be playing through here, trying to see if we can qualify back up into the Platinum Tour. My prediction is that we're probably going to stumble down into Elite, but we'll see how it goes. So we are playing Comb Point Championship. Looks like we're playing the white tees for pin set 1. Medium winds out of the north. We got defaults, which are firm, and the green speeds are moderate. Now I know there are some ghosty breaks around. Hopefully they don't get the better of us. If they happen, we'll at least know that they existed coming in and like that we're gonna have to accept it. But yeah, let's see how we do, see where we qualify. Round 1 coming right up. What's going on, Loto? Spencer, how you guys doing? Thank you for the luck. All right, par 5 to start. Get the drive and bombs away. Little bit of a pull up the left-hand side, but we are fairway bound. I suppose we could turn the vibration on. I don't think I'm going to. Lucas, thank you very much for 13 months. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime sub here. Greatly appreciate it. Different playlist, Philip. Can I have win number on too? I could, but I know at the end of the day we're gonna qualify into an elite or into a pro tour of some sort, so I'm just gonna play without it. Because there's no real point. Alright, left the face a little bit open. Got the perfect kick to the left. Run out of steam. I tried to play it short because I knew that this sort of a rollout could happen. Why is the fairway 2 colors? Because that's a new asset that they have in this game. That has like the 2-tone fairway. And whenever there's new assets, these designers always go ahead and use them. Alright, shanked it a little bit. Oh, probably may have been enough to miss the eagle there. We'll tap in for a birdie on the first. Alright, downhill, it's going to a little bit of a pinch. Wind's kind of in the face. I'm gonna take the choked. I think this should draw over to the left. Okay, that's 2 open club faces in a row. That's not great. It's kind of against our game plan here. Because I don't have a good feeling about this. Basically, Noob, thank you for the follow. Still exist? Yeah, you can do that, but not. It's turned off in this mode that we're playing on. Okay, I'm gonna play loft. There we go. I just need to finish my swing to the left. All right, so we're gonna have to go up and down. I at least know now like what my swing feel needs to be. Now 62 yards. Could play a long spinner here. Trying to think what my options are. Oh, my wife's texting me in the middle of the round. I'm talking too loud. I'm getting too hyped for TGC. The tournaments are weekly, Spencer, but this is qualifying for the season. So we're not quite playing yet on the weekly. It'll be weekly after this. Ah, see the wind, and it doesn't. That was so bad. That was so bad. I basically just like confused myself on what I wanted to do there. It was between the spinner and the pitch and the partial shot, and I thought the partial shot was going to do more, but it doesn't. And I know it doesn't, but I did it anyway. Okay. Okay. Okay, reset. Reset. I got the text in the middle. We'll just blame my wife. Surely she won't mind, right? Alright. 5-iron is playing in here. I feel like I don't want to go 6 off. 6 off feels like a lot. 14. I'm gonna go like 3 off of this. See, we hit the underswing, so we end up a little bit further back. I have to remind myself, these are not the conditions we just played on. Things are not as firm and as fast. Things are not as firm and as fast as I'm, like, playing them out to be in my mind. So I need to adjust accordingly. That's a huge putt. Alright. Mixed club brands in my bag are all the same. It's mixed. It's mixed. I have as many limited edition clubs as I can. As many limited edition clubs as I can, and then just, you know, whatever else was like emerald to start. Okay, so if we do this, we're gonna have 300 something yards in, right? Well, it's gonna be high 200s. You'd maybe be able to run a 3-wood in. The other option is to go over here and maybe have like a hybrid in. We can get out 320 yards. Still, I think I do like this. Just chase this driver down this fairway. I didn't get out 320 yards, we got out 312. Leaves us 268. 240, 244 is how it's playing, which is going to leave us 24 yards to go. It's going to get a fairway kick. Falls a little above the feet. The wind is playing more, and it's downhill. I kind of want to be over here, and I think I want to overpower this. 102. Come on, give me the kick right and just go at the hole. That's it. Okay, we're gonna have a look. We're gonna have an eagle look. I'm gonna go just outside the hole. There's the little turn. There we go. Alright, that eagle is just a small blemish on the card. An advantage to the limited clubs? I mean, I have a full set of irons. It's mostly so that everything is as limited edition as possible. Basically what it comes down to. Do you try and hit this speed slot? What is this if you're up here? I got a 9-iron versus a wedge. I mean, a wedge is always nice, but a 9-iron's not the worst thing. Just don't know what the risk here is. Guess we can play a 4-iron. I don't know, I could play... Like a choked 3-iron? Of course I hit the open face. Can't be doing stupid stuff like that. Hey, thank you, Classy. Hope your qualifying went well. Downhill, this is like a choked. Choked 6. Fader below the feet. Down the hill. Okay. We're back on in position to take a little gander at the bird. That contact was horrific. 10 degrees open. Come on, focus. Focus on the putt. Focus on the putt. You had it. Just settle in. Like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Oh, come on. Okay. Not making things easy on ourselves, are we? I think out of the rough, ball below the feet and the fade. I mean, I think you just play the 7-iron short because it's going to take some... Well, I didn't think it was going to take that big of a bounce. I don't think I was ever clubbing down to an 8 there, but that's basically what I needed to do. Little break at the start. It's going to get it going left. But I think there's more left to right in this. I need to not finish my swing so far to the right. Oh, come on. Stop underswinging your putts, man. It's the 120 greens. They're like just slow enough. They're like just slow enough. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I don't see the benefit in driving that. I don't see the benefit in driving that. Just put it in play here. Leave ourselves a wedge in. Oh my gosh, everything rolls. Everything freaking rolls. Parker, thank you for the sub. You were subpar in round 4. Pretty good shape going in at 4,300, but only finished 51. Might be good enough for plat. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. I mean, it sounds like people are scoring lower than they anticipated. You know, and I haven't really been playing much outside of stuff on my own, so yeah, I generally don't know how everybody is. Like, I feel like we play pretty well, but I know there are a number of guys out there who shoot lights out all the time. I just don't know where everybody else stacks up. But it seems like everybody else stacks up pretty well. Still an underswing. I need to finish my swing on the left-hand side and not... I don't need to pull it back just a touch further. How do you judge up or downhill putts on this difficulty? So uphill putts, I add a little bit of power, and downhill putts, well, it depends on the green speed. Uphill putts, I'm pretty much always adding power. The faster the greens, the more power I add. On the downhill putts, on the lower green speeds, if it's really downhill, I'll start to take a little bit off. On the quicker green speeds, then I'm taking a lot off. But outside of that, like, the adjustments aren't anything too crazy. Alright, there's the strike. Ball's turning over right to left. Worst case scenario, I'm hoping to be right of the hole. I'll take that. What's going on, MRAM? Dolly said he was surprised about the lower numbers. I mean, I guess is that just based off of how people were shooting in the practice stuff? Is that why he was surprised by it? What's going on, Ultra TV? Or Ultra Twitch TV? You turn on your third-party sharing on after you did your qualifying rounds? Completely forgot to do it. Your scores can still get pulled. They should. They should still get pulled. I mean, the easiest way to check is going onto the website. The website refreshes every 15 minutes on the quarters, so long as you wait a little bit and check it out. If you still don't see it, then, you know, you got to double check that and double check that your username and everything, username and platform are selected properly. I don't know if you have to maybe go back into the event to help it re-trigger. Alright, it's playing 203. It's playing in the low, or in the upper 190s. So I'm going to play 6 yards extra just feels off. Gonna take a little bit off this way. Ball's below the feet. I want to be left. Okay, now we're starting to hit our stride. Our swings are good. It moves a little bit left to right. Distance control is getting there. Whoa, shooting 70 may have done it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could have told you that Whoa would shoot something like that. Well, we're 5 under going out. I mean, I said we're going to live and die by our putting. When you miss those... that doesn't exactly set you up for much fun. Okay, overcorrected that one. We should still be fine. We should still be fine. Car today, and you're still on the second or third page of the leaderboard for finishes. Yeah, I think there are still a few hundred that haven't completed their rounds yet, or at least haven't finished all 4. 137, wind. Well, that's gonna be close. I don't really mind being... I mean, I'll put a little bit of backspin into it. Ball's below the feet. And up the hill. But wind should catch it, bring it back. Yeah, holds it up there. A little bit left of the hole. Take it. We'll take it. Got the next putt? Don't worry about the last hole. I try and leave it behind. I always try and leave it behind, Simon. For sure. There we go. There we go. My video looked like a TikTok video, Norman, because we are streaming 2 different times on YouTube. I have a vertical stream for the shorts feed, and I have a regular horizontal stream. So if you go back to the main YouTube page and click on the one that doesn't say -vertical in it, you'll get a normal looking stream. Ready to finish 47 under in qualifying? Turn on third-party access but forgot to register. Is he screwed? Or if he registers now, we'll just refer... I think I think if he registers and has the third party and everything, it should get picked up. I mean, basically do all of the steps and make sure that that's all good and in place. And then, you know, from there, if it doesn't work, then, you know, contact Doily, but... Oh, I left the face open. That's not great. Okay, not too shabby. You can register after? Alright. Thank you for the info, Shotzi. How are you doing, by the way? Hopefully your qualifying went well. Alright, so if we're putting like that much pace into it right at the end. Of course not. 121 greens, I feel like they should break more. I've been leaving a lot of putts on the high side. Man. But we knew this is how it could go. I said good rounds are in the mid-teens. Our bad rounds are in the low double digits. So, I mean, if that's the worst of it, then, you know, so be it, right? Like, many a person would love to be in our position of like our bad rounds being what they are. Come on, 9-iron. Give me a good skip forward. We'll take that. Okay. 7 under through 12. We can get to double digits. I mean, double digits is like min score. You know, I win at worst case scenario that we're shooting like a 40. That's a tough one. This is gonna turn the corner. Is that gonna feed? I pushed it. Should be enough uphill. Okay. 52 under finish. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's where we can get to. Just need some things to go a little bit more correct, but we're striking the ball like we want to. It's just we're still missing medium putts, which is a place that you cannot be. Like, I can't be putting myself here to 9 feet over and over again and missing the way that we do. Lurking MSM, appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How's the gameplay? Well, if putting wasn't a thing, we'd be great. But quite simply. So, it's going. I'll left the face open. That's not good either. This is where we like start to let issues compound, and we can't do that. Can't do that. Settle in. Dial your brain in here, Colby. Make a putt. Okay. Get a 2 on the card. Get a 2 on the card. No, the gameplay is good, MSM. The gameplay is good. My gameplay in particular right now, the putt is, it's not really shockingly bad. It's pretty normally this way. MSM, thank you for the follow. There we go. Stripe it. Get back on your horse. Man, even the layups just keep getting into the light rough. I mean, so that's basically how they've designed this. They're designing these courses in this game is, okay, you guys are good at hitting inputs. We're just gonna force you into bad spots. All right, I am going to need to put some shape on this. Ball is slightly below the feet. And wind is off that way. Okay, that felt like a good strike. It's just a matter of how far is this 4-iron going to kick. I didn't need to put anything on it. I could have hit a stock 4. All right. Could have hit a stock 4. Carrying the brake in the beginning, gets a little bit outside left and then just a little bit big back to the right. All right, it's a pretty good putt, and we missed it. Didn't quite break. A little bit too much pace as well. Would have loved the eagle, but we'll take a birdie. Any ghost breaks on this course, John? I haven't hit them, but I've seen clips of them. I mean, maybe there are ghost breaks in terms of like things not breaking as much as they should, because we've definitely had our fair share of, you know, misses, but I don't think that has anything to do with the game. I think that's just me. All right. I think this 3-wood. I'm going for it. We've been striking the ball so well. I'm just gonna try and run this speed slot and hope that it dies onto the green, or at least leaves us right next to the green. Come on, get some speed. Slow down. Release to the hole. Yeah, that goes to show the green speed. That goes to show the green speed right there. What? Now's we have a chance. Now's we have a chance. What up, Casey? Okay, good putt. It's outside left to right. It's gonna miss low. Nice. We're always just right around it. All right, but we still come away with the birdie at the drivable. Would have liked to have made eagle after that tee shot. 2 holes to go. We're at double digits. $185 yards. It's playing 176. Choke 7 is going to be still too much. 8-iron here. All right, we're going to have to go somewhere in between. Right, 176. We're playing out here. The wind's playing a little bit in the face. What's the green doing? It's a little bit uphill. What do we got? 97? All right. Still too far. Didn't take enough off of it. Wow. Thought I had partialed enough, but I guess we're just off that we don't get that knockdown from the slope on the green. Left to right. How much is it going to come off the face here at the start is the real question. Well, I think I like this line. There we go. There we go, Steven. Secret to ball striking? I think the big thing with ball striking, try and treat it like real golf. I always, like, you want to have the same posture, same grip every time that you take a swing. And then it's about finding the feel that gives you the reel. So then you're just able to replicate that feeling every single time and always have the same grip so that you can just kind of get locked into it. You know, if you take a really relaxed approach to how you grip the controller and everything, like you're gonna cause some problems for yourself, I think. All right, ball's gonna want to go a little bit left, but wind is definitely gonna take it over to the right. I left the face open. It's actually a pretty good line, but how's the kick and release? The fairway bounces, man. They're always so much more violent. They're always so much more violent. This is only moving just like a little bit the whole way. But it's down the hill just a touch. So you have to be mindful of it. I'm gonna go like one click more. Okay, that's a good finish. That's a good finish. We had the early bogey. We had a couple of awkward holes in there, but 12 under is solid. That sets us up on a pace of 48 if we were to play that through. And like I said at the beginning, 10 to 12 tends to be where we go when we struggle with stuff. We missed a bunch of putts. There was a lot of makeability through the course of this that we managed to not have go our way. Obviously, mostly my fault, but you know, I think if we keep it up and we make a few more things, we can definitely set ourselves up into the 50s and see what we can do. Yeah, I mean, obviously, guys are shooting great. It's not really surprising. I just want to take a look at this real quick because yeah, we had good proximity to the hole, but this is not acceptable. 4 of 7 medium putts. You just can't have it. You know, we had one bogey there, but you can't be this inefficient. 5 out of 11 is all right, but looking at how many like 10 to 15 footers that we're missing, you probably want that to be a little bit higher, and you can't be missing the medium putts. So you make 3 medium putts, you get 3 strokes back. All of a sudden, we go from 12 under to 15 under. So like small margins. We fight again tomorrow, though. Badger Nation, thank you for the follow. Third is similar. Second round's much easier. Third is similar, but high wins shouldn't be much of a problem. No, because we've played enough high win stuff. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, that was my fear. And that's just my fear in general with playing any of these rounds is like when we're on, we're great, but when the putter fails us like that, some of that was input driven. I think there were 1 or 2 putts that like our inputs were actually to the point where they affect the putt line. But that being said, I also didn't help myself out. I didn't play with the vibration on. You know, I'm not playing on the challenge circuit settings. I'm playing on the plat settings, right? So vibration off and no win number and all of that stuff. So we definitely could have assisted ourselves a little bit more. But I'm okay with it. I think if we shoot 12 under or better every round, like I'm very much okay with that. Show the build? Yeah, I can right after this, Hendo. This is just because we were talking about it earlier. I want to show you guys why I say that the putting isn't as critical as you might think. So we have this on green settings 14.1. Yeah, so this is as fast as the greens get. Not that that necessarily matters. But what I wanted to show, I did not put the right button on. I want to go to play from here. So let's just put it out. Yeah, here's fine. My whole point in this is that the putting stats don't really matter. And the reason I say that is because, let me just take a huge putt here, hit my point and miss a point. There's 8 degrees open. That's all that you miss. 8 degrees open at that far out. Now, we're at 64 feet. Now, I know that I underswung that, but that's cumulatively about 8 degrees open. And we're still almost going to miss that, or make that, and I'm on legend. So, you know, when you talk about your putting stats and stuff, like, I'm 60 feet out, and if I just barely miss on both, I'm still gonna have a very good chance of making the putt. Like, that was 9 degrees total miss, and I just rubbed the edge on legend. And that's it, like a super long range. We put this closer, and all of a sudden you might actually be making some of these. I mean, that's perfects, so that's actually gonna sink. But like, the point of it all being, you can miss even on legend by a pretty large margin. Ah, come on, whatever. We'll just hit the driver somewhere down there that we have a putt to hit. All right, so 71 footer. Probably miss it just a little bit. Try and do like a perfect on the back and just well. But like, that's 11 degrees total of miss. To miss by only that much, it's really hard to hit the exact points here. All right, let's come on. So that's gonna be a perfect. And then miss it to the right. That's too much though. I'm trying to get it to like that's an 8 degree miss from 70 feet. I'm trying to get it to like a 4 degree, but it's hard to be that precise with it. I'm trying to. There we go. So a 3.6 degree miss. I mean, look how minuscule that is. It still pretty much hits dead center. So like, unless your misses are monstrous, which like we had a couple in there where we did just completely shank it. But that's why I say that I don't really put much into the putting stats. Like on the contact and swing path. That was a 3 degree and like 70 feet out on the fastest greens, and you're barely missing. But let me bring up my build because that was asked about. So Hendo, I am rocking a Sculptor. This is how we've got it built out. So we've got 79 power, 77 contact, 73 swing path, 70 correction because that's the default, so all the points go into here. I've got 90 shaping and 69 nice recovery. I put everything into rhythm because transition is easy. I put everything into, I think I put everything into, or I put most of my points into weight and rhythm on the putts. And then these are my tees. I pretty much have everything but the rhythm skills on those last two. I don't have driver off the deck. I don't have any of the contact and transition boosts on the runner because I never use it. Don't even have anything on punch. Super flop is a must. Pick is a must. The power pick I don't have extra stuff on. And then I've got 2 into the green reader. Putting is like the only one that I care about the rhythm. So this boost is huge. The other shots, I think the rhythm and the transition are really easy, but you kind of have to take the transition on everything. And then I never tie spinner, but I have it. And then on the actual clubs themselves, I am full power on my driver. I have a little bit of power and swing path and contact on my 3-wood and hybrid. And then I am full swing path and contact to 85 each on my wedges and irons. And then on my putter, I have 2 rhythm, 2 weight. Lose so many shots because of it, John. Yeah, I think that the rhythm and weight really help, but I don't think that the contact and path are as powerful. Because like I said, for it to actually, the way that I look at it, for contact and path to matter, you have to miss so egregiously. But if you're missing so egregiously, there is no amount of contact and path that you can put on to save you. So I look at it from the sense of like, I'm going to max out my putt weight and my putt rhythm so that my distance control is always spot on. And if I miss a little bit left to right, so be it. But hopefully I can keep it within like a couple degrees. Yeah, because as we were looking at, you know, when I was doing those things on Legend, it was with 55 contact and path. If you're not in Plat, you're playing on Master, so it's even more forgiving. And then if you're putting way more points, I think weight and rhythm are the way to go. That's my opinion on it. I know that some people will differ and tell you otherwise, and that's okay. That's just how I look at things. You know, it's the same thing of like, I like the shaping over recovery, because recovery, you're there maybe 25% of the time. And like, if I can use the shaping to get out of bad lies, like side hill lies versus I don't know, I'm just thinking like that 5 to 10% that you sometimes get on recovery is only given like maybe a quarter of the time, give or take. And on top of that, we don't have the lie percentage on to even know what that number is. You just kind of know that it's better, but how many times is that better lie getting you in a better position than just clubbing up or a club and a half up? You know, so it's, you gotta weigh all those things. I like being able to be a draw bias and hit like a 5-yard cut and not have to worry about, you know, some of the obstacles that you have to hit around, because I can actually shape the ball the other way, or if the ball's way below my feet, I can play a big fade, but play it with the same draw bias that I have. You know, I'm not screwed with like this sideways lie that I have to try and contend with. Yeah, I like the 90, and I think like once you get up around 70 recovery, you take the bottom line out of your bad lies. Like, you need a little bit of recovery so that you get like decent lies, but to put enough recovery points in to get great lies, or like good to great lies all the time, like it just compromises my shaping too much. And so I don't know, I know some people will be like, you know, will make their comments on the shaping not being a good stat, or I don't shape, thinking of it in the mindset of like loft and de-loft, which I get that. You don't shape as much because partialing is so easy. But being able to work fade to draw, or working your swing bias from a flipped lie back to normal, or from a... So, do with that information what you will. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out. We've got a full-on week of TGC. We've got 3 more streams this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be playing rounds 2, 3, and 4 on each of the days respectively. And I'll try and do my best to get this one uploaded to YouTube as a separate video for tomorrow for those that may have missed it. If you are new here and you enjoyed, feel free to drop a follow, drop a sub if you enjoyed it and you want to make your way back here, and drop a like on the YouTube videos. Helps me out immensely. Helps YouTube push it out. Get in there, Soul Killer. Appreciate it. And yeah, we also have a Discord if anybody's interested. It's the best way to keep up with when the stream goes live or any changes to the stream. That's where I put the announcements for that. So yeah, feel free to swing through. 88 Sergeant, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, absolutely great stream tonight. I know we didn't quite play as well as we wanted to, but still getting in there with the double digits is a great place to be. What's going on, guy? Howdy, hey. All right, let me take a look-see over here. What's going on? All right, looks like Scotty is in round 2 of his qualifying. He's probably getting a ton of raids tonight already, understandably so. So we're just gonna keep the train on rolling into some more qualifiers. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for more of ours. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Mondays. Hope Tuesday treats you well. Tuesday's coming. Did you bring your coat? Bonus points to anybody who understands that reference. All right, we're gonna go say hi to Scotty. Good night. Bye.